were 18 years old, you started getting this really weird sensation in your butthole, like something was in it. You described to your mom that maybe there was a golf ball in your butt, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it. She laughed it off and said it's probably nothing, and then a week later, you went to the bathroom and saw blood. So much blood in the toilet bowl. You knew you weren't on your period. You knew that it was coming from the back end, so you called your family doctor. Mind you, this is in the middle of COVID times. Called your family doctor and said, "Doctor, I need to see you stat because I'm bleeding profusely through my butt and there's also a lot of pain." Your doctor said, "Haha, you're probably on the toilet for too much time on your phone. Get off your phone, stop being a teenager, and also, it's probably just hemorrhoids," prescribes you hemorrhoid cream, and you go on with your life. Weeks later pass and you're just getting weaker and you can't eat anymore and your stomach is a mess and you're bleeding constantly and your butthole pain is so bad that you can't even walk around the block. So you go to the ER and the ER looks at you and says, "Yeah, it's hemorrhoids. I can see them here. Let me just shove them back up inside and send you on your way home." So you say, "Okay, hemorrhoids are back in place. Family, I'm good to go. Come pick me up." You go on your handy dandy way. That ER doctor, however, did send you for a colonoscopy just in case to check things out. And your mom, being the lovely mother that she is advocating for you and constantly calling the colonoscopy clinic because there's definitely something wrong with you. So she's like, "Can you please try and fit my daughter in for a cancellation if possible?" And the colonoscopy clinic happens to have a cancellation for that Monday. So they say, "Do the prep, come in." And you do the prep and you literally almost die while doing the prep because you are so sick to the point that you are literally passing out, have to call an ambulance. The ambulance comes, notices that you have a really high fever, notices that you're also quite faint, so they take you to the hospital.
Still have 10
The hospital
fingers.
does blood work,
9
notices that you have
fingers.
an elevated white count, but says, "It's probably just nothing. Come back tomorrow morning for your scope." And there you are in the waiting room of that scope, literally dying, sobbing, literally screaming of how much pain you're in and how bad the fever is. Then they finally see you in the colonoscopy room and they record a fever of 41 degrees. Last thing you know is you're going to bed, you're going to sleep, they're putting you under, and they're saying it's probably Crohn's disease, but we need to make sure. Then you're waking up being told that you're being admitted for surgery. So you're in the hospital for about a week, have surgery, still super sick, extremely sick. When they do the surgery, they find an abscess in your butthole the size of a softball, okay? They drain it, then they pack your wound, they tell you that you're good to go, you're leaving that hospital the next day after surgery, and as you're leaving, you tell your mom, "Something's wrong, I'm not feeling good again." And you're literally crawling because you're in so much pain, your fever spikes again, so they call the ambulance because you're getting so sick to the point that, like, they don't know if you'll make it. So then you go back to the hospital, they record your white cell count again, and it's through the roof, it's literally at 17, so they admit you for surgery again, and that marks the beginning of an almost 6-month-long hospital stay of having 7 surgeries back to back. They put drains inside your butthole, ceton bands, they literally toss you around from